Hey guys, it's your host Crypto Glenn here. Ethereum becomes the latest cryptocurrency to release rules for joining their elite club. Let's get into it.
Perfect.
What's up guys, I'm your host Crypto Glenn. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me and I appreciate it. The only YouTube channel without any elongated intros. So what are we talking about today? Ethereum releases new information on what it's going to take to be a part of their elite group once Ethereum 2.0 drops. Now, elite cryptocurrency clubs are not anything new. If you've been in the crypto space for any elongated period of time, I'm sure you've heard of the 21 million club. It's for anyone that's currently holding at least one Bitcoin. And when I first got introduced to cryptocurrency, a lot of people, a lot of the influencers that I watched, Charlie Lee being amongst maybe some of the highest at that point, a lot of them were stressing this message. Focus on getting at least one Bitcoin before you move on to any other coins. Now, of course, today the price of one Bitcoin is just under $11,000. Back then, it was a little bit less. It was shortly, kind of around like 8,000 or so. And while the idea sound like a good plan, being new to the space, you kind of get caught with the shiny object syndrome. So you find yourself jumping from one thing to another. And, that was kind of my story. I got caught up with some of the ICOs. Some of them I did okay with, some of them not so much. All in all, I think I actually ended up probably losing more than I ended up making if anyone from, the IRS is watching this video. Yeah, so again, it was a notable plan, a probably, pretty good strategy, but there was a lot going on with crypto at that time. And shortly thereafter, the bear market ensued from 2018, 2019, kind of feels like we just got out of it. So I spent the majority of that time, the bear market, spent the majority of that time really just paying attention to fundamental analysis, technical analysis, so that when I would watch certain YouTubers and if I would read certain books, I'd be able to understand certain principles and guidelines that they were referring to. Ultimately, that would make me, a better investor. And since then, since learning how to read charts and understanding how technical analysis works, yes, I'd say that I have become a better investor. I am able to look at patterns a little bit better and understand what's happening. So what does that have to do with today's video? This article was released back in May of 2020. It basically just goes over some of the overview of what Ethereum 2.0 staking is all about. Now, one of the ways you'll be able to stake, and it's pretty much a prerequisite, if you will, you have to have at least 32 Ethereum. Now, this is what I was talking about in my tweet. Most are calling this club the one elite group for Ethereum. Again, you need 32 Ethereum to join. And one of the benefits is this allows you to stake. Now, anybody that knows me knows I'm not a huge fan of staking. I think it's probably one of the most artificial ways to affect the supply and demand relationship. Basically what it is, if you're locking a certain asset up, you don't really have access to it for a specific period of time. Usually you agree to it before you actually stake the coin. And what that does is it actually allows you to earn a little bit of passive income on the amount that you've got locked up. But at the same time, because it limits supply, it artificially drives up the demand. So with the Ethereum 2.0 staking platform, I believe you're going to earn around 7%. At least that's just what I've seen in some of the articles floating around. If that's not it, someone down below in the comments, please be sure to fact check me. But from what I understand, it's going to be about 7%. So after I read this, it's kind of got me to thinking that, okay, well, if you need at least 32 Ethereum to join, and I'm doing air quotes here, the one elite club for Ethereum 2.0, how much exactly is that? Well, if you were to do that in today's price action, you'd be looking at an investment of just under $12,000 at $11,898.56. Now, when you look at that compared to Bitcoin, it's pretty comparable. It's about $1,000 more than one Bitcoin is now currently, but because Ethereum came out second to Bitcoin, it's kind of falls right in line where it should. I mean, it's natural that they would want to kind of do something to the equivalent of one Bitcoin, if you ask me. Now, but that got me thinking that, over the last, week or so, we had kind of saw CKJ in his community doing the 1 million dent challenge. Now, I'll say this, that I'm not one to be a huge fan of Dent. I think really what they're getting ready to do over there is somewhat of a gamble, but you know what? Maybe that's what they understand, and maybe they know that, and maybe they're looking at it as something fun to do until things really kind of get started in the crypto market. Now, they were saying that if you bought $1 million Dent at the time of that video was recorded, it would have cost you around $230 or so, give or take. Now, the idea is at the all-time high, I think Dent was 10 cents. So if you've got $1 million Dent, it goes back up to at least the all-time high. You're going to be walking away with roughly $100,000. Now, again, if you've got 230 laying around, you don't really need it. You know, maybe the 1 million Dent challenge isn't a bad idea. But I thought it was interesting to see a crypto YouTuber in his community kind of coming out with their own challenge, dubbing it the 1 million Dent challenge. I just called it the 1 million Dent Club, which got me to thinking that if XRP had its own elite club, what do you guys think it would be called, and how much XRP do you think you would need in order to be a part of it? Which brings me to my next tweet here. This is one that I put on the 16th. Guys, if you look at how these wallets have been performing, I mean, everything under 0.2% is on an incline, right? And I know on some videos it's not uncommon for people to say, oh, you know, I'm a part of this percentage, or I'm a part of that percentage. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I believe, in my own opinion, it kind of gives the next person something to aim for, something to aspire to. In fact, I mean, I haven't really been acquiring the way that I should have, but, you know, I envy everybody that's in, you know, the 0.05%. I mean, I figure that's a really, really good place to be in, but, you know, to get on the board, you only need 3,133 XRP. Now, I think anything once you get to about, I don't know, the 2% range, and again, I get it, it's all relative. Only you know what you have in your bank account. But I think, let me backtrack. All of these are a nominal investment. Again, it's all relative. But I think it's easy to get on the board to say, hey, I'm at least in the 10% if you can get in with at least 3,133, right? I think some of the very first XRP I bought when it, you know, was coming down off the all-time high, it was $1.98, and I think I only had bought like 5, right? Just really, I mean, not even sticking my pinky toe. It was really me just sticking my pinky toenail in the water to kind of see how it is. And of course, again, the bear market ensued. XRP hasn't really done anything. It hasn't really been on my radar. I've been looking at it, but it hasn't really been on my buy radar for some time. I think we're, you know, vastly approaching that. In fact, I need to get some before the price runs up. So if you look at, let's see here, where these numbers are at today, I mean, you know, if you had just the 3,133 XRP, today you're no longer in the 10%. I mean, look at this. Now you need 142%. And if you look at everything from the 10% all the way up into, you know, the 0.2%, everything for the most part is on a steady incline. So guys, you know, depending on where you may measure here, you know, you may wake up tomorrow and folks may not be in the certain percentile that they were in the night before. So I think with XRP moving the way that it is moving, you know, this is going to keep some people on their heels. That's all I really wanted to talk about in this video, guys, is just to do a quick, fun video where I'm talking to members of the cryptocurrency community, members of the XRP community, and say, hey, we've got the Bitcoin 21 million club. We've got the Bitcoin 1 million club, where you have to be holding at least 21 Bitcoin. And I love this artwork. I thought they did a really good job. I mean, look at some of the details on this mosaic piece, right? Even on her robe, it looks like something that the Romans would wear back in the day, right? And even between the two, there's a very, very significant difference. Still somewhat of the mosaic background, but it's still different nonetheless. So to say we've got the 21 million club with Bitcoin, where you need to be holding at least 1 Bitcoin, and we've got the 1 million club where you need to be holding at least 21 Bitcoin. I'd like to know where people kind of fall on this spectrum. I'm definitely not in either one of these clubs, but maybe one day. But yeah, guys, if XRP had its own community, again, Ethereum has the One Elite Club where you need at least 32 Ethereum to be able to join so that you can stake when 2.0 is released. What do you guys think the XRP name should be, and how much XRP do you think you would need in order to be able to be in the club? Leave your comments in the comment section below. I appreciate you guys for joining me for this video. And before we go, with everything hot that's going on in the DeFi space right now, guys, you can own Defi-Ranker.crypto now. It's on Unstoppable Domains. If you have an interest in it, let me know. I'd be happy to sell it to you. And it can be yours for only 99 Ethereum. That's right, 99 Ethereum. If you've got it, you want to buy it, I'd be happy to sell it to you. Pony up with your friends. Maybe you guys can all come to the table and own a piece of this website. This is going to be great for everyone that's looking for information, all things regarding DeFi, which are the best products, which ones offer the best yields, which ones have the best yielding farms. Anything regarding DeFi, Defi-Ranker.crypto is going to have that information. You can buy the URL right now for 99 ETH. I'd be happy to sell it to you and help me move into the 32 ETH 1 Elite Club. Guys, Unstoppable Domain, thank you for watching the Crypto Glenn channel. I appreciate you. We're going to do another video tonight. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.